Okay. Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone live show. Today is a Mail-It-In Friday, June 17th, 2022. In terms of Juventus stuff, I don't think we should really mail anything in because Romeo Agresti came loaded, Gianluca Di Marzio came loaded, Nico Schira came loaded with a lot of stuff today, a lot of information. So we're going to run all that stuff down. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that stuff as always. And as you can see, it's just me. Alejandro's busy doing other stuff. Justin had something else to do as well. So it's just me today. Like I said, we're going to get into some of the things, some of the news that happened today. But I'm also going to talk about Pogba's documentary because I watched it. I don't know if anybody cares about it, but I am going to touch on it. So be prepared for that. And first opinion on it, I liked it. Remember to continue to chat and whatnot. We'll get through it. But first, we're going to go through, I guess, the main news of the day. Oh, what's bigger? I wonder what's bigger. What's bigger in everybody else's eyes? In my eyes, the Demiral sale is more important than the update on Di Maria. So let's get into the Demiral sale first. Because there's a big chance that Demiral was not going to be redeemed by Atalanta. At the beginning of the week, we all thought that, hey, we're probably gonna have to deal with this problem, this issue, and so here we are today, Friday. There was a deadline day. Stuff was heating up, and we see right here Romeo Agresti himself saying, confirmed Atalanta have taken the option to sign Demiral from Juventus. And as you can see, that was at 2:45 my time, so about 2 and a bit hours ago, just over 2 hours ago. And the deal is as follows. It's 20 million clean to Atalanta plus 8, or to Juventus plus 8 in bonuses, and there's a 10% sell-on fee. So Atalanta did end up redeeming. So good for them, good for us. We came to a conclusion. And yeah. What do I think about it? 28 mil. But he's not going to stay at Atalanta, so there's a little bit of variables, a little bit of varying things here. If he stays at Atalanta and connects on all the bonuses, then we get 28 million. If he's sold right away, which is most likely going to happen, then we're going to have to, take the 10% of whatever we sell, or Atalanta sells him for. So if it's 30 million, we'll take 3. Simple math. If it's 60 million, we'll take 6. We're not going to get 60 million for Demiral. Let's not kid ourselves. If it's 25 million, we get 2.5. So in totality, we might get a grand total of 25.5 mil for Demiral because of the base of 20 plus the loan fee last year of 3 plus 10% of whatever fee we sell him for this time, or Atalanta sell him for. So it never quite reached 30, like some people were thinking or might have thought that was going to happen, but it is what it is. Money in the bank, money to play with. I don't know if they've already used this money in the books already, but it's good because they got the sale before July and before the next fiscal year starts. So it was critical that they got this deal done. They got some money for him. You can put that on your balance sheet, and we can rock from there. 16 people, 6 likes. Let's get the likes in because Di Maria is going to answer faster. Di Maria will answer faster if you all like the show or like the video. Kevin Camilleri keeps saying Anthony. We're not going to go for Anthony, but we move on with Juventus news. Hello, Alexandra. How's it going? So with that all done and cooked, we're going to go to our next news of the day, and it is some Di Maria things with Romeo Agresti saying, confirmed Juventus are expected a definitive answer from Di Maria within the weekend. So Nico Schira basically took this another step, and he said that he arrived back in Paris tonight from his vacation wherever he went. And so he's back in Europe, and he's going to make his decision with his family, obviously, and he's going to let Juventus know yes or no by this weekend. So we might have a here we go or here we know tomorrow. And I think we'll go live regardless of the answer. I think that's the plan. If he rejects, then we can come on here and blah, 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 ramble on and vent. If he signs, then we can do the exact same. Because I'm not sure how I'm going to feel. At this point in time, I feel like I'm in an endless time loop where I'm promised that he's going to answer by this date. So I have no idea if he's going to answer this weekend. I assume so because that's what everyone's saying. But everyone also said he was going to answer a week ago, 2 weeks ago. We were going to sign him definitely a month ago. So I actually have no idea. The offer on the table is still 1+1. So I have no idea how we're supposed to take this, how we're supposed to understand the deal. But it is what it is. We'll know soon enough. We'll know what was actually offered once he signed or once he doesn't sign, because we'll understand the details after. Someone's going to come out and say it. We're not going to be left in the dust much longer of the actual deal on the table and his answer. So stay tuned for that. The way you do that is you click the bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. And you can become a member as well. So we'll go back because I got this for you guys. Oh, not that, but like the video. I got this for you guys. Become a member. 23 people in here. There's 3 tiers. Choose one that suits you best. We have a good Discord chat going now. We got like at least 20 plus people in there now. And Haneen, one of our members, is creating a list of all the players we're linked to. So now we get to follow that. And as you can see, you get emojis. And there's stickers being made by another member, Davide, who's making stickers of Justin and Alejandro, our other hosts. And you get a badge beside your name. So it's pretty cool. So consider doing that stuff. So that's the Di Maria thing. Let me know what you guys think about Di Maria. I asked this on Twitter. I asked this in our member group, so you can join the members group as well for this part of the question. Are you relieved? Are you angry? Or are you excited about Di Maria? And you can say all three, because I got those responses as well. You can say all three. Are you excited, relieved, or angry? If Di Maria says yes. In the event that he says yes, let me know. Julian Cherkasov says, hey, that's a good name, Julian. How's it going? Peter Abate, I hope we don't make this into a Man United De Jong saga. He's taking way too long to decide. And Juventus and Manchester United are very, very similar in how they do deals. They take their time, and they're very methodical, and they're very worried about, not obviously you have to, as a business you have to worry about your budget, but they're very methodical in that sense. So I think we have to do that. As fans, we have to understand how we react in the market. Vala Piera is saying, I think Di Maria is closer at Juve than ever. Robert saying no to Di Maria with the old face. Misak is saying, Julian, I think 1+1 with a player activating. Yeah, of course. Murad is saying yes. Oh, these are all our members, Misak and Murad. I'm feeling it's going to be a yes this time because of Shearer's last tweet. We have the best offer. Yeah, they're showing. Yeah. Okay, so Julian's relieved about Di Maria. Cool. Vela Pierre saying excited. He's excited for Di Maria, Dusan Vlahovic, and Chiesa. Tanta roba. Haneen and someone else asked me, did I see the Demiral tweet? Yes, I did. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to... Is he mad? Is that... like, it's an emoji. He responded to Romeo Agresti's tweet the last time saying Atalanta would not activate the clause or activate the loan. So... is Demiral pissed at Juventus? I don't really care. He's not a Juventus player anymore. So we got money for him for a depreciating asset. So again, fair enough. We move on because at the end of the day, I don't really care about Demiral at this point anymore. He's a depreciating asset. We got 20+ million for him. Great. Use that to balance the sheets. Use that for future purchases. Whatever we need to do. He's gone. Good riddance. Okay, so again, people in the chat, let me know about Di Maria. Excited, pissed, or relieved. Peter's saying Peter's happy if he's honest, and Kevin's also excited. Okay, so we got a little bit of different vibe going on. I'm a bit of all three. I'm a bit of all three. I'm relieved because it's finally done in the event he signs. I'm happy or excited because, again, someone, I think Valapieri pointed it out, that Trident could be exciting. Could. Because this next part is going to be the part where I'm angry because I don't know what's going to happen after the World Cup still. And I don't know why it takes so long to give this guy the offer he wants. Julian Cherkasov saying, now that I hope with the money from Demiral, we will close the Kostic deal. I don't know if they're related. I don't. I don't know if the Di Maria and Kostic thing are related. There's so many fluctuating reports that we have no idea if Kostic is related to Di Maria, which is related to Morata, which is related to the sale of Demiral. We have no idea. And to be honest, we won't know unless the Kostic deal is done, and let's say Romeo Agresti says, yeah, we got this sale, or we got this signing because we sold Demiral. That's the only reason why. We'll know. Speaking of Kostic, nice little segue. So as you can see down at the bottom there from Tuttosport, Juve are also pushing on the accelerator to try and give Allegri Filip Kostic. He could arrive regardless of whether or not Di Maria says yes. So there you go. So this is one report saying he could come regardless of Di Maria, which I think makes sense because Di Maria is a right winger and Kostic is better suited on the left. So they're not even in the same position. So I don't know why they would be related in the first place. But again, we got to understand what the club is trying to do here. Boo's pissed at everything. So here we go. Sorry. The Germans are demanding 20 mil. However, managers are ready to work to try and get a discount. So our managers, Carabini, Rubibene, they're lawyers or whatever. I think 15 million is the ideal amount for Kostic. And nothing more. Maybe you can do like 2 million in bonuses for Kostic, and like they have to be they have to be kind of hard to get. Like let's say he needs 10 assists. Fair. I don't know why Eintracht are I know why Eintracht are asking for 20 mil. He's a Europa League Player of the Year. He's very important to their club and how they play in their system. But he's going to be 30 in November. He has 1 year left on his contract. And you did a disservice to him last year with Lazio, with the fraudulent email or whatever happened. I don't know. But let him go. Let him go. He deserves it. He won you a title. He won you a European title. He got you in the Champions League. Let him go. Let him go for 15 mil. You don't have the pull that Juventus has, so here we go. I'm sorry about my dog as well. Like the video, people. Like the video. So we'll move on. So Misak is saying Morata and Kostic are related. Not as cousins. They're just related transfers. Hanin is saying he put the screenshot of Romeo saying Atalanta will not redeem under the new tweet to mock him. Yeah, again, I don't really care. It doesn't really bother me. Raven is saying Kostic or Morata, and Misak is saying Di Maria is related to Berardi. Yeah, well, we'll see. I think there's a lot of other right winger names or players for the right wing. So we'll move on to Morata. And now this is from Romeo Agresti as well. And he says, I know that Simeone has made a phone call to Morata. Atletico Madrid's intention is to keep the Spanish striker for the preseason. I mean, the merry-go-round, the carousel continues for Morata. Last week, I thought he was coming. This week, Simeone apparently wants Morata in the preseason squad, and I don't understand that. Who does that help? Why is it... If he's only going to stay for preseason, why even keep him? I don't understand that, if that's what he's meaning by that. If he actually wants him on the squad next year, fair enough. But in terms of he just wants him for the preseason, I don't understand that. We need to address our attack. If this is the way Atletico is going to work, move on from Morata. Move on. You have how many days left? You have 60, 70, 74 days left in the market. Less than 74 days until the season starts. So the season starts August 14th. We're less than 2 months away from the start of the season. We need players confirmed in. We have no players confirmed in. We kind of have like 99% Pogba's in. 99.99% Pogba's in. But we have no other confirmed players in. We need players in. We can't just half-ass with Morata this transfer saga, this Mercato. We can't do it. Murad saying, did anyone do the math for the outcomes? What do you mean by that, Murad? Let me know. Kostic is a good player also with Chiesa to play. Okay. Julian saying, I do not want Morata back. We need to move up. Maybe move on, he means. And then Peter Abate saying, I would love Kostic, but with Morata, I don't care if we buy him or not. We can get someone else. Yeah, at this point, if we're not going to meet the demands of Atletico, you have to move on. You have to go get someone else, and I don't know who that is, but you guys got the scouting team, not you in the chat. Juventus, you got the management. You pay people to scout and to address and identify players of need. Go out and do it. If it's Morata, get Morata. If you can't get Morata, next. Just work. I know Tottenham has made 4 signings so far this season. 3, and they're about to sign Jed Spence as well. That's 4 in June. Like I said, Borussia Dortmund had 6 in May. They identify, they scout, they go approach the player, they go approach the team, they get the deal done. They don't screw around. And I've been harping on this forever. That's why I keep saying we're in a time loop. I feel like I'm in a time loop with Di Maria's answer. If Di Maria's answer is probably the most important thing in terms of incomings this summer. He's the thumbnail of the show. The decision's coming. D-Day's coming. We need the answer so we can move on, or we can move on either way. Yes, he's coming, so we don't need to spend on a right winger, and we can spend on other departments of the field. No, we can't, or he's not coming. We have to spend on a right winger, and good luck with the rest of the squad. It's imperative. So Murad saying, did anyone do the math regarding the incomings of youngster sellings, like a approximate number of 15? Okay, so if you look at Murad's comment, I have been making a list or a spreadsheet on Excel of our sales and our incomings, and I'm comparing it to Inter's and to Milan's, Roma's, Napoli's, top 6 in the Prem, some other Premier League teams, 3 German teams, 3 French teams, and 4 Spanish teams. So I have that Excel spreadsheet on my computer right now. Apparently we're going to sell Clemenza for like 4 million. We're going to sell Franco Israel for 1 million. We're looking to sell Brunori for 5 million. We're looking to sell some of the younger guys for quite a bit, and hopefully it totals up so we can spend that money. If not, if they reuse it for the youth sector, so be it. But if they use it for the first team, you got to be looking to use it. If you sell 4 youth players at 5 million each, go get Udogie. It makes sense. So I don't know how we're going to use it though, because again, like I said, is it going back to the youth sector, or is it going to be for the first team squad to spend on incomings? Raven says, I like Morata a lot, but he can't play the number 9, and Kostic would be better as a winger. Yep. Nanva saying, thoughts on the tweet about Arthur Zaniolo swap? I don't think so. I never saw that. Firstly, secondly, yeah, of course I'm open to that. If we don't have to overspend on Zaniolo and we get rid of Deadwood, because in my opinion Arthur's Deadwood. Would Arthur go to Roma? Probably not. Does Mourinho even want Arthur? Probably not. Yeah, so I would love an Arthur Zaniolo swap, but I don't think it's gonna happen, to be honest. But let's see, because Ale is supposed to be giving me information of what's happening, and if I don't see it, then I can't comment on it. Give me 1 second. No, nothing. Okay. We'll move on. AD saying the transfer market opens July 1st. I think that's when we'll see more movement. I get it, but the transfer season also opens in July for the rest of Europe besides England, and a lot of European teams are making moves. So we can too. Like if Bayern Munich have signed Nasraoui, Gravenberch, and now Mane, sure, Juventus could have signed someone by now. And don't give me Paul Pogba, we're waiting. Like, I get it, we are, but at the same time, why can they announce it? We have to wait. Hanin coming in with an absolute BS take. Zaniela Arthur sounds like BS. Yeah, I agree. James Tonin says, maybe I missed it. Is there a scouting division? I don't see it on Juve's site. Who heads that division? So, Cherubini will be the main identifier of talent, like who we should go for. In terms of the younger guys or the younger players to scout, I don't know the exact person's name, but they need to, I think they need to do a better job in identifying talent. Not in the youth sector for the first team. Like, they went out and signed, what's it called? Like McKennie. Again, not a horrible player, but is he Juventus level? Is he Juventus starting level that where we want to be? I don't think so. So, I agree. I want to know who the actual scout is. Murad saying Misak brought something important up. Why did Agresti tweets about Conte that the relationship between him and the management is not good, is very good. So, okay, sorry. So, apparently Agresti tweeted something about Antonio Conte this morning. He's Tottenham's coach. Don't worry about it. Like, yes, is he privy to being a lunatic and wanting to leave right then and there? Yes, we've seen it. We've seen it happen to Juventus. He just quits right before preseason. I wouldn't read anything into it. I don't think Antonio Conte is coming. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we'll move on to Zakaria things. Actually, before that, Christophe Scale is saying the scouting management is called Fiorentina. That's funny. Okay, so this is Romeo Agresti continuing. On Zakaria, I also heard some rumors about a talk with Atletico Madrid. I would be really surprised if Juventus would sell, but you never know depending on the offer. My take on Zakaria is, I don't think I think everyone can understand this. I don't think he has been what we thought he was going to be, if that makes any sense. We didn't have a good chance to even see him consistently. We saw him for that as soon as he got here. Obviously, he scored the goal. He put in some good shifts, good performances, very industrious. But then he got hurt, and then we haven't really seen him since. For like a month or so, month and a half. So I don't know if we're gonna offload him as a good asset because we only got him for $5 million. So if we sell him for like 25, obviously that's incredible business. But I think you have to have a replacement known and coming in because Zakaria is one of your stronger midfielders. I think it goes Pogba, Locatelli, Zakaria, McKennie. It doesn't matter who else. Like Ramsey, Arthur, Rabiot. They're all off screen. But I think there's a clear pecking order on Juventus's midfields, like first team midfielders. I'm not going to put Moretti, I'm not going to put Fagioli, I'm not going to put Rovella in that talk yet. Because if we're just talking about the 7 midfielders in our squad that are not youth players or Rovella, there's clear tiers. It's Pogba, then it's Locatelli, then it's Zakaria at 3. So if you're offloading Zakaria right away, you need at least a top 3 center midfielder coming into your squad to fill in the shoes. Hanin is saying he was talking on Juventus, so he probably was asked. This is about the Antonio Conte thing again. Again, don't really care. Don't really care about Antonio Conte. He's not part of Juventus right now. He disrespected Juventus. Don't really care about him. Some breaking news from Alfredo Padula, Alejandro's favorite. Juventus really like Cambiaso, and next week they'll meet with his agent. So that will be addressing the fullback. I don't know why. I don't know why Cambiaso's always being spoken about this Padula guy, but I don't think he's great. I don't think he's that good. So let's get back on the Zakaria trail for a second. Ale, if you're watching, post the comment into the chat, and I'll bring it up on the screen. So there you go. We do have some breaking news, but we're just waiting for it to come into the chat. Oh, I missed the chat there. My bad, everybody. Misak is saying Zakaria for DePaul. Who buys the stock? DePaul is way better than Zakaria. Like, we'll never get that deal done. Hanin saying, if Rabiot, Zakaria, McKennie stay, who do you think starts alongside Pogba and Locatelli? I think it's Zakaria, because if we want Paul Pogba to do Paul Pogba things, we need two workhorses beside him. We need two workhorses beside Pogba to allow him to dictate play, allow him to do his thing in the offensive and neutral thirds. Because if we're expecting Pogba to exert all of his energy and his time into defending, then that's a waste of getting Pogba. We know how to use Pogba. Allegri knows how to use Pogba. The French national team knows how to use Pogba. It really looked like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Jose Mourinho had no idea how to use Pogba. It was pretty clear. But Allegri knows, Conte knew, and the French national team knows. Whoever coaches them, so Didier Deschamps. You let Pogba operate on the left-hand side of midfield, not as a left midfielder, left-hand side of central midfield. You let him dictate play, ball goes through him, you let him create, and he's an excellent passer. I don't know if anyone saw my coach's corner on Pogba, but his passing is immense. It's creative, it's on point. It allows teams to attack. It's gonna get your fast players in behind defenses, let me tell you. Like Chiesa and Di Maria, let's say, want to get behind defenses. Pogba can do that. Pogba can unlock that. But you need two guys who are going to do the dirty work around him. Misak saying Zach. Yep. Weston off the bench because of his energy and his attacking potency. So I agree with that. Peter Abate wants De Jong. So Barcelona wants 85 million for De Jong. We're not getting De Jong. Julian Cherkazov is saying about the left back, I think Juve should try to get Rom. Yeah, I agree. Rom's great. AD is saying we have too many fullbacks. I agree. Misak saying his U21 games, he's been good. Sure, it's U21, but still the best fullback every game. I don't care. Hanin saying, I want Rom and Molina as our future fullbacks. That's the dream, isn't it? At this point, it's a feasible dream because I don't know what Hoffenheim's doing with Rom. I don't know. I think I saw Dortmund wanted Rom, but I haven't checked in on the Bundesliga transfer season in a while. Like, it's been a couple days. So I haven't checked in with what Dortmund wants, but I know they were looking at Rom. I think we should just say, hey, Hoffenheim, 15 mil, take him, or let's have him. See what happens. Kevin Camilleri's bringing up Tielemans. I would love Tielemans. So Royal Killer, there you go. Rom is a Dortmund player. We can forget about him. There you go. Royal Killer also says, where can I watch the Pogmentary and when does it release? So the Pogmentary came out already, the Pogba documentary. It's on Amazon. So I'm Canadian. It was on Amazon Prime in Canada. So I was able to watch it last night, finish it last night. They're only like, the max is like 30 minutes per episode. There's 5 episodes. So you could probably watch it in a night if you really wanted to. It's good. I enjoyed it. If you took it as him saying that he's going to announce his next team from it, you're going to be disappointed in it. But I kind of knew that it wasn't going to happen. So I watched it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the lawyer and the agent side of it. Like Mino Raiola was a big character in the show. So was his lawyer and his current, I guess, agent, or the person who speaks for Pogba right now is Rafaela Pimenta. You saw her a lot. It was really good. Good insights, good background. You see that Paul Pogba does, not that he does not, he does none of the business talks. He does absolutely nothing. He lets it all go to them, and they present him the offer that they think is what he's worth. So I actually really liked it. So obviously, Raiola's agency and Rafaela Pimenta said this Juve offer is acceptable. And it's up to you, Paul, if you want to go now. And obviously, Paul Pogba said, yeah, he's in. There's also, I forget what episode, I watched it last night, like I said. But I forget when he said this. But he also said, or Mino Raiola said, once Paul Pogba makes a decision, he's going to stick with it. So there's an example of him watching, or his next sponsor, manufacturer. It was between Nike and Adidas. And Nike came out with an offer, and then Adidas had a similar offer. He went with Adidas, and then Nike offered even more like a day or two later, and then he stuck with Adidas. So I think Mino Raiola saying and confirming that Paul Pogba won't go back on his decision is it's massive, and he's going to Juventus. If he's already given his word to Agnelli, to Arrivabene, he's coming. So we'll get back into the chat now, and I'll go back and forth from the Pugmentary to Juventus transfer news. Seems like it's quite died down since 2 o'clock today, if we're linked to Cambiaso. Gaetano saying, I think Di Maria said no to Juve and will sign Zaniolo. I think it's almost the opposite. I think he's, from what Nico Schira says, he's got the best offer on the table to Juventus, and he's probably going to accept it. But we'll see. Alejandro, you got to type in the Padula news, Alejandro, so I can put it on the screen here. Crazy Ray saying Rom is worth around 30 mil. Maybe. Giovanni just moved the weekend for Di Maria to the start of next week. Okay. Wait, who's Giovanni? Albanese? So, another piece of breaking news, apparently from Alejandro. He's saying Giovanni Albanese just moved the weekend announcement from Di Maria to the start of next week. So he's either really in tune of what's going on, or he's still out to lunch. Rajat saying, do Juve need to let Pellegrini go on loan? No, we're going to sell him. Hopefully we sell him. I don't want to see any more loans unless it's for, let's say, Fagioli. If he accepts a loan, that is. Players that haven't got a chance on the first team yet, I'd rather them go out on loan. I don't want any players on the first team of Juventus to go on loan. I want them sold. If they're going, get them sold. Any money is good money. So there you go. Kevin Kilmiller is asking about Timo Werner. I don't think so. I hope not, at least. So Timo Werner, I hope, is off the table. People, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's any day now, like literally any day for Angel Di Maria. Yes or no. Regardless, we will be going live to give our reaction, either positive, negative, or both. So like this video, please. Let's get to 40 by the end of the show. Excuse me. And then I'll throw up this member chat or member club again. Consider being it. I'm going to scope through Twitter for a second because I got a couple of notifications going on. So keep looking at that member tier. One from Nico Shira. It's about, Demiral. So Newcastle is in for Demiral because Sven Botman prefers to join AC Milan. So that might have been the turning point in for why Atalanta wants Demiral or redeem Demiral, because you're going to try and sell him to Newcastle right away, which is fine. I wish, obviously Atalanta did their homework and sought out Newcastle to get that deal done, or that potential future deal done. If Atalanta sell him for 30, we get 3 million. Happy days. But yeah. Hold on, there was something else I saw. Where is it? Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh man, I'm really... Get up there. I'm behind on 69 tweets. I like how the computer says that. Yeah, okay. So it's just more things about Demiral. Okay. Pellegrini maybe for a loan. No, I don't want Pellegrini to go on loan. I want him sold. I want him sold for the 8 to 10 million he's worth. Get him out, get a new one in. Crazy Rice saying I like Rafael Guerreiro from Dortmund. He's pretty good and wouldn't cost more than 20 mil. Let's look him up. He's not very good at defending. He's a hard worker, but he's not very good at defending. I don't know if I spelled his name right. I definitely didn't. Oh well. How do you spell Guerrero? With an I? Oh yeah, it's with an I. Okay. Rafael Guerrero is 28 years old, and his transfer market value is 25 million. He's got 1 year left on his contract. So, interesting name. Maybe if Dortmund gets Rom, maybe you can get Rafael Guerreiro at a cut cheap price. Maybe you can get him for 15 million. He's 28 though. He is the national team fullback for Portugal. Well, he plays a lot. He has 60 caps, I believe. And yeah, he can take free kicks too. So that'd be a decent buy. Oh yeah, Jeff Costello, there you go. Guerrero is also good a set piece taker, and right now we have no one with such ability. Yeah. Oh, Pogba. He scored free kicks for us in the past. And Don Moji's in here. Ciao tutti. What's up, Moji? Are we getting Milinkovic-Savic? Funny. Like the video, please. We're almost at 30. Come on, guys. But you bring up Rafael Guerreiro. It's an interesting name. I see him score a lot of goals in the Champions League for Dortmund. I don't know if I'm dreaming of that, or if that was this year or last year. I can't remember. But again, if Rom goes to Dortmund, I wouldn't mind getting Guerrero. Yeah, he scored 2 free kicks. Well, at the time, who else was taking free kicks before he was on them? You have to think about that, right? Like, Dybala takes free kicks when Pogba was here. Pirlo took the free kicks when Pogba was here. He only really had, like, how many opportunities to score from the free kicks. You got to take that into consideration, too. Again, it's very quiet tonight because the big stuff happened already this earlier today, or like a couple hours ago, to be honest. But as we go through this, we always do the 5 o'clock show. Well, we try to do 5 o'clock as often as possible because that's when all the insiders, they come out with their news and whatnot. And yeah, so we wait for them, and we wait for DiMarzio to say a lot of Inter news and then no Juventus news. But I guess I can segue right now. Hi Khalid, how's it going? I can segue into what Inter, like, we'll go into all the Serie A teams and who they're linked to. Because we're trying to play catch up at this point. Because 4th place, we're playing catch up to 3 other teams. So Inter Milan, they've signed Aslani from Empoli for 14 million euros. That's done. They've signed Mkhitaryan from Roma on a free. That's done. They are on the verge of signing Dybala on a free. That's almost done. They're on the verge of signing Lukaku on a loan plus option. That's on the cooker, on the slow cooker. There's one more name I had. Oh, Bellanova. Raul Bellanova. So they signed a full or a wing back as well. And that's almost done as well. So they got 5 almost across the line already. We've got 1 almost across the line. Does it, I'm going to ask the chat, does it make you guys scared that Inter are doing such good business very quickly? And again, are they the best players in the world? No. Like Lukaku, he's going back to Inter where he did well. Dybala, who knows what kind of player he's going to be for Inter. Aslani, who knows, like, but they're still getting their business and their targets done now. Does that make you guys, people in the chat, does that make you guys scared, or does that make you guys jealous of how they're operating and getting into the market so early and so quick and so efficiently? Because again, that's Inter, the first team. They're already getting 5 players, it looks like. And how many are they losing? And, sorry, they had to sign Joaquin Correa. So they signed Joaquin Correa permanently. So that's 6. We have 1. We have 1 in Chiesa. So we have 2. Pogba and Chiesa. Which, in terms of quality, absolutely better. But the point is, they're identifying their needs quickly and efficiently. Hosta coming with a hot take. Don't be surprised if we finish 6th next season. Khalid saying maybe players are willing to go to Inter, so negotiations are easier. Let's put our non-Juve hats on. Let's put our non-Juve hats on and look at the facts. Are Juventus, and we're going to compare Juventus and Inter. Financially, what is more appealing, Juventus or Inter? It's Juventus. In terms of opportunity to play, is Juventus or Inter? It's probably Juventus. In terms of quality on the squad, who's better at this moment in time? At this moment, it's going to be Inter. So, if you're a player coming in, and you have the choice between Inter and Juventus, if I'm not a Juventus fan, I'm probably looking to go to Juventus because I might get more minutes, I might get more money, I'll have the opportunity to prove myself and play. And again, the coaches, Inzaghi, Allegri, do you want to play Allegri ball? Do you want to play whatever Inzaghi ball is? I don't know. Murad's saying no, but it'll be very scary depending on our market. Yeah, so at this point, you're not worried. Murad's not worried right now at this point because he's probably considering it still too early. Julian Kurzakov saying no, I'm not scared of Inter because I think Juve will have the better window. Khalid saying we got Chiesa, Vlahovic, Zakaria. Hanin saying Inter's Mercato worries me, to be honest. So we got one worried person. I don't know what Kevin's saying there. Jeff Costello is saying Morata is known for bringing a lot of half-assed players, but he will for sure bring you at least one player that is an absolute beast. Now for Inter, is that Lukaku? Khalid saying Inter didn't do any big signings in January. I get it, but we still need a squad overhaul. Like, yes, Vlahovic and Zakaria are nice, of course, but we still need more. And if you can't convince yourself that, I don't know what you're looking at. Go look at our roster right now and tell me the players who are definite players that you can't sell or you wouldn't want to sell. Go look at our roster. I have 3, I think. No, I have 4 because I really like 1. Like, But if I didn't really like him, I think I would sell him. I have 4 definite players that I would not sell on this team. De Ligt, Chiesa, Vlahovic, and I said Locatelli because that's the one I like. That's 4. The rest, I don't give a tit if they leave. I don't. Szczęsny, you can go. Every other defender besides De Ligt, you can go. Every other midfielder besides Locatelli, you can go. Like, we need a squad overhaul. Semir Velic is saying we should go after Ziyech. Don't know. Nicholas, it's not fun watching another team you're hoping to beat adding pieces while Juve seems to a lot of talk. Yep. Khalid saying, so he's got 3 that he wouldn't sell. So Chiesa, Vlahovic, Locatelli. Okay. Anton Bruckner saying, Sky says Arsenal cooling on Tielemans. That means Arsenal definitely taking Arthur Melo. I don't know if that definitely means that, but I hope so. And again, I don't know if Anton's serious or not, but like if he's saying Sky is saying that, I don't know. RB Comps, one of our members, saying Zakaria will cook next season, trust him. And Khalid saying, I don't mind leaving because his price tag is nice and the club can get a replacement. Okay. James Sonnen saying, Juve creating their own super. Samir saying, for loan, I think you'd be great. Ziyech, is he going to do what Allegri wants him to do? But people in the chat, let me know. There's what, 45 people in here? Who are your untouchables? Who are your untouchables on Juventus? I got 4. And again, one is because I really like him. If a crazy offer came in for this guy, I would say yes, sell him. But I got Chiesa, De Ligt, Vlahovic, and Locatelli as untouchables. Everyone else can either go, terminate their contract even. I don't really care. And if that's the case, that's bad. 4 out of 23 squad players. Next, we'll move on to Napoli, who have signed 4 players already. Matias Oliveira, fullback. That Georgian kid, I'm not even going to pronounce his name, but he's very good from what I've seen. He's a winger. Kvaratskhelia, I just pronounced it. I don't know. They fully confirmed Zemba Agisa, and they signed Ostigard from Brighton, but he was in Serie A this year playing. Shervin's asking a serious question. Do we have even 30 million to spend on a normal guy like Molina, just as an example of a normal player? I think we do. I think, again, what's taking so long is the Di Maria answer. Because if Di Maria says no, we have to spend money on a right winger. If Di Maria says yes, then we can spend money on someone else, another position. I think that's the holdup right now. Let's say Di Maria says yes tomorrow. I can see next week sometime Juventus saying, hey, Udinese, here's 25 mil for Molina. I can see that. I can see an offer being put in. Jeff Costello, how many players do you think we will get that summer? So this summer? Do you think we will get this summer? My mind and like what I think we need 7 players to come in. So that's including Pogba. Will we get 7 players? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think we get 3 to 4. I think we get the right winger, Di Maria or not. We get Pogba. We get another attacker, and then we get a defender of some sort. And that's going to be our Mercato. It's on the pessimistic side, but I think that's reality. Shervin saying, I agree, but I still wanted to ask, bro. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the nice words, Shervin. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's get more likes in the video, and that will show me that I'm doing good work. So moving on, across Italy, Milan have signed Divock Origi, and Alessandro Florenzi has returned from Roma. Not returned, I guess permanent sale to Milan. And they're in talks with De Ketelaere. They're in talks with Renato Sanchez and Sven Botman. So they got a lot of stuff on the cooker as well. We'll move next to Roma. They've signed Matic. They're about to sign the guy from Lille, Zeki Celik, and they signed some goalie, Mates Vilar. I don't know who that is. Some Slovenian guy, I think. But they've got 3 signings. So I get why people are saying wait till July 1st, things are going to happen. I'm waiting for the Di Maria answer. Once the Di Maria answer happens, then you'll start probably seeing a couple more things trickle in. Concrete things. But until then, it's going to be more of the same of crickets. So that's the Serie A roundup so far. Again, let me know your untouchables if you guys are still wanting to do that. James Tonin saying Di Maria is the human rain delay. Yeah. Absolutely. He's delaying everything at the moment. So, wait, something happened. Oh, something with Inter and Bremer. In the deal, Bremer to Torino would like to insert Casade. Okay, so even Inter, after all those guys I just mentioned, the 5 people, they're also going after Bremer still, and they're on a chase. They're on a chase right now. I know they're going to end up selling Skriniar. Well, they're going to have to, but especially if they want Lukaku and Dybala. But if they're replacing Skriniar with Bremer and they're getting those forwards, gotta look out for them. Then anything else is happening? No, not much. And, by the way, not to mention PSG, who just signed a player in like less than 24 hours. They just signed Vitinha from Porto. It took them not even 24 hours to complete it. It's crazy. And I understand PSG has that money to do that. But at the same time, why can't we go out and spend 30 million on Tielemans? Why can't we identify another player as a winger and go get him? And we can't because of Di Maria at this moment in time. So if anyone else has any more questions, I'll happily answer them. I'm going to do this for another, let's say, 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up because nothing else seems to be happening today. Again, stay tuned. Click the bell icon, stay notified for all of our latest stuff for Here We Go or Here We Know. Either maybe today, maybe Sunday. I don't know. Click or like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're very close to 2,900. Which is cool. And yeah, consider becoming a member. I'll throw that up there for a couple more seconds. You see the tiers. The link is in the description if you want to be a member. One of these days, Alejandro, myself, and Justin will be on together again. Kevin Camilleri saying Fabian Ruiz is a good player. He is good with Zakaria. Oh, he'd be good with Zakaria to play. Yeah. I don't know how much credibility I'll give into the Fabian Ruiz rumors, but He'd be a great player to get. He's like the classic Spanish player, very technical. Pick out passes left, right, and center. AD says he wants to add Moretti to the untouchables list. Oof. I don't know. I think the logjam we currently have in midfield, in terms of physical players on the roster, I would let him go out on loan. Do I want to? No. But is Allegri going to allow him to play as much as he should? I don't think so. Because sometimes you have to look into the perspective of what Allegri is going to do. If Allegri is going to let Moretti play 5 games next year, he's got to go out on loan. He's got to play. So I don't know if he's untouchable. And then AD goes on to say, why are we always broke? It makes no sense. Very easy answer to that is because the owners do not use their money from all their companies. Juventus is a publicly traded business in itself, like Juventus SPA, football club, whatever. And what Agnelli tries to do is use the money that Juventus makes, not Exor, what Juventus makes, and use it for the club. Will Exor bail us out? Absolutely. In tough times like like Exor did a couple months ago, absolutely they'll help out. But they won't go over the top and say, yeah, they won't act like a Premier League club and spend $50 million on a fullback. They won't do it. They won't. They won't go spend $100 million on a center midfielder. They won't. Will a Premier League club do that? Yeah, absolutely. Because their owners are loco. They're cuckoo. But we aren't broke per se, but we aren't going to just spend crazy money for no reason. Khalid is saying it's pretty darn obvious right now that the club want to replace the players who left with free signings, and if Arthur, Rabiot are sold, they will buy. Basically, they won't be spending. Julian Cherkasov is saying, hope we can sell Mandragora. I think we will. James Tonin says, why not get Cavani on a reasonable price for 1 year? Older player, I get it, but proven scorer. That guy wants nothing to do with Europe anymore, I don't think. Or it's either he wants to go to Spain, or he wants to go back home. He doesn't want to do anything else. And he's been a baby the past couple seasons with United. After European breaks or after international breaks, he stays in Uruguay for a couple, an extra 5 or 6 days. He missed so many Man United games just because he was still in Uruguay. It was crazy. Shervin saying, do I think that Milan will improve drastically in this Mercato, or do you think that they'll just improve? I feel like Milan is working on many players behind the scenes. I think Milan is going to have a great window. They got Champions League money. They got Serie A winning money. They got a new owner called Redbird. Maldini is a genius, it looks like, in terms of being a sporting director. So they'll improve the team. They'll improve next year quite well. Not sure if they're going to replace Giroud and Ibrahimovic yet. I think they're going to get the Ketalar, but yeah, from my list, what I've gathered from their links, it's Renato Sanchez, it's Sven Botman. They automatically improve the squad. The Ketalar improves the squad. Divock Origi improves the squad. So you gotta look. They're not going away. Julian Cherzakov likes Fagioli more than Moretti. That's fair. Everyone has their opinion. And then Samir is saying, I kind of hope Allegri leaves since we're in a rebuilding phase. We need a coach that will utilize our youth. Allegri will never do that. Yeah, just to touch on that. Last year, it was pretty much implied that we were going to give youth a chance. Whether it was coming from Cherubini's mouth or Riva Bene, Agnelli, Nedved. It was implied that youth was going to be given a chance. And the next coach coming in is going to have to play the youth. Allegri apparently signed up for that and he was on board with that. But of course, throughout the season, you heard the word experienced players will play. So I don't know. Are we contradicting ourselves here? Don't tell me Moretti played a lot of games, because Moretti was only there because there was injuries and we already got fourth. AD saying Roma seemed to spend more. Roma last year had a net spend of like a minus 150 million. That was crazy. But they won a trophy, so good for them. One more like to 40. Get there. Let's get there, people. Haneen saying City is also on David Raum. She said crazy. Yeah. The Cucurella is pretty much on his way to Man City. So I don't know if they're going to get Raum as well. Alejandro just sent me something. From Fabrizio Romano himself. Adrian Rabiot has been included in the Juventus transfer list, so there are chances for him to be sold, and he wants to leave the club this summer. Premier League clubs are already exploring this possibility. Let's go! Adrian Rabiot apparently is on the transfer list, ready to rock. He wants to leave. The club put him on the transfer list. Premier League clubs are interested. If he gets sold, we are definitely getting another midfielder. Who's going to buy Adrian Rabiot? Man United? Newcastle? Who? Who's going to buy Adrian Rabiot? I can't see City. I can't see Liverpool. I can't see Chelsea. So is it Tottenham? Is Paratici coming back to the Juventus well again? I don't know. Is Rabiot going to accept a Europa League team like Man United? Is he going to want to go for just big money at Newcastle and playing still in the black and white stripe? Haneen is overvaluing Rabiot here, saying get 20 plus mil for him. There's no chance we're getting 20 plus mil for him. If anything, it's going to be 10 to 15 max. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He's at a high wage. I don't know what he's going to do, but apparently he wants out. This is coming from the top-end merchant himself. How does he know that, but Romeo Gresti doesn't know that? Weird. Unless he's going full Prem League again. James Stone is saying, waste of talent. Home of You is saying, maybe a team like Everton and West Ham. Again, Everton does have money. They got billionaires as owners as well. West Ham has the Conference League. But, like, what is Rabiot looking for here? If Rabiot's looking for another payday, then Newcastle seems to fit the bill. If Rabiot wants competitive football and a decent payday, he's going to Man United. If Rabiot's dreaming, he's going to Tottenham or Chelsea. And again, the Romano report doesn't say what teams are in, but he says Premier League clubs, plural, are already exploring this possibility. Makes you think, what do teams watch? Do teams watch France Rabiot, Juventus Rabiot, Juventus Rabiot against Milinkovic-Savic, or Rabiot against bottom feeders, where he poops the bed? Alejandro chimes in saying, Romeo Agresti just said yesterday he is staying and is a favorite, and I said during the week, I don't believe that for one bit. Okay, so where do we put Romeo Agresti now? Does he know what's going on? Or is he in the dark? Does Romeo Agresti know what's going on right now? And Nico Shira obviously retweets his tweet from May 22nd saying 2 English clubs have asked info on Adrian Rabiot. What do we think of Romeo Agresti right now? Because is he as in the know as we think he is. Kevin Kimmler saying Rabiot, he might go to PSG. I don't think he's going to PSG. Khalid, you're a bit late. Slow sports news. I stole that from someone. Crazy Ray, it's time to have Maxence Caqueret from Lyon. Perfect register. Yeah, he's very good. I like Caqueret. I don't know how much money he'll be, though. But I like Caqueret. Hanin wants a bidding war in the Premier League. Alejandro saying respect him because he disagreed with Romeo Agresti. Homo Vive saying there's a chance Weston stays. Shervin saying give Pogba whatever he wants. I would even make Pogba the owner of the team. What? It's to thank Paul or to Pogba that Rabiot wants to leave. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about what happened at the Euro Cup. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's a big reason why. The families don't like each other. Maybe that's a reason why he wants to leave. Hosta saying Romeo might lose his credibility this summer. Yeah, Hanin saying Romeo going down the credibility list. Shearer on top. I think Nico Shearer is on top. I think, yeah. Better than DiMarzio, better than Romano, better than Agresti. Nico Shearer's on top. Not even for Juventus, though, like for everything. Misak saying, is Romeo losing his touch? That's what I just asked. Where do we go from here with him? At this point, do we say, like, I came live on Tuesday because I asked Alejandro, I said, hey, is the Pogba thing a here we go because Romeo Agresti said it's confirmed? And I said that a little... I was serious, but I was like half serious too. I was like, do we do that? And he's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do the here we go live for Pogba. So I was like, okay. How credible is Romeo Agresti at this point? That's a question out to everybody in the chat. Khalid saying, so we have Morata out, Keane out, Berna out, Dybala out, Chiellini out, Rabiot out, Arthur out, Ramsey out, Pellegrini out. Damn, we need to think about the ins. Yeah. Also, it's good that these guys are going out before, like potentially could be going out before preseason. I don't want these guys taking up time from Fagioli, Rovella, who's the other guy? Moretti in the preseason. I want all those three guys playing on tour. I want all three of those guys playing Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Guadalajara. I don't want to see Ramsey put on the training kit July 4th. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Pellegrini. I don't want to see Keane. And right now, I don't want to see Rabiot if this is the case. So, we'll see what happens. The breaking news is Rabiot apparently wants out, and Premier League clubs are looking at him. And then Hanin's listing the mistakes that Romeo's made over the past, let's say, 6 months? Vlahovic, Dybala, Demiral, Di Maria, Rabiot. It's not looking good, you're right. But Shearer said done deal for Pogba already. I agree with Shearer more than anybody else at this point. Misak saying Fabrizio's a fraud. I don't think he's a fraud. I think he's a top and like he just... I guess that's a fraud. I guess that's a fraud. But yeah, shocking news. Shocking news, to say the least. So we'll leave it at that. We'll end it there. Thank you all for watching today. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to stay notified. Di Maria, yes, no, here we go, here we know, I don't know. We'll find out hopefully sometime this weekend. But again, if you could all like this video, if you haven't already, if you're new back in this, or if you're new into this video or this live stream, please like the video. Again, we got a lot of stuff going on. Rabiot news is pretty big. I'm at a loss for words right now because I thought he was going to stay, to be honest. But if he wants to leave and you can find him a solution, he's gone. Great news. That means another midfielder can come in, especially if Arthur Melo's out the door, especially if Ramsey's out the door. So, decent news, decent updates tonight. We'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching. Oops, sorry about that. Ciao and Forza Juve.